Three, two, one. Hello, and welcome back to Hanksy Panksy Honor Among Reeves, a podcast where two dumb idiot best friends absconded with Tom Hanks, purloined Dwayne Johnson, and are about to be absolutely mugged by Keanu Reeves. I'm Sam Siegel, and I'm stealing your friend's son. Yeah.
That's kidnapping.
No, sexually. I'm stealing him sexually. Not... He's an adult.
Consensually.
Yeah. He's 35.
He's 35 and he is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he is Keanu Reeves. He's 35, and I am going to have a roll in the hay with him in his twin bed.
A little toe curling, if you will. Okay, nice. Well, I am a retiree next door.
I believe it is your son that I am stealing.
Yeah, could be. Could very well be. Yeah. I am Luke Patrick. I'm the other dumb idiot.
Yeah, this week we did
Did you phase out of space and time for a second there?
I'm McConnell for maybe a second. Let's not talk about it. We watched 2009's The Private Lives of Pippa Lee.
Yep.
How was it for you?
I watched it. I hate to really come on hot with a lot of crazy bullshit this week, but I watched it every second. Sam, it was in standard definition. Did you also have this problem?
It was in like 2p.
Yeah, because I rolled up to Jeff Bezos' divorce hut and I said, I would like The Secret Lives of Pippa Lee. And he said, okay, but it's on a CD. And I was like,
don't you movies DVD?
He said, no, this one's on a CD-ROM. And I said, I don't know if I can play that. And he said, it'll work. Wink. He wasn't wearing any clothes, by the way. I don't think things are getting a little weird for Jeffrey Bezos.
See, this is why I go to Bill Gates's house.
Yeah.
He just offers me more cold macaroni and he cries a little bit, but then he gets me the movie, and that's...
Yeah, Jeffrey's Mojo Dojo Casa house these days. It's just, again, a pile of DVDs. And but he's naked and he started working out, but he's very scrawny.
Yeah.
But he's really going at it. So you show up and he's just doing curls. Bicep curls with stacks of DVDs.
Interesting. Any particular DVDs that he's using, or is it just...
Oh yeah, it's all Pulp Fiction. Like so many copies of Pulp Fiction.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's it. That's an odd choice, I gotta tell you. I would have gone for something like Pain and Gain.
Well, that's Pulp Fiction's for the bicep curls. Leg day is
Pain and Gain. Okay.
Because you don't skip leg day if you're in Pain and Gain.
No, you can't.
Oh, talk about a movie. Pain and Gain, folks. The old Mark Wahlberg vehicle.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. That was... Go listen to that episode if you want a little slice of possibly the lowest point in season 2 when we watched Pain and Gain.
It was easily a high point for me.
Yeah, that one was something. Anyway, yeah, I watched the movie in standard definition. What is the point, Sam, of having a big, beautiful TV if I'm going to watch something in 1080p?
It is like getting a Picasso and then putting it behind like a
velvet painting,
frosted glass.
Yeah. I like yours better. I was thinking like one of those like velvet felt painting thingies.
Yes.
Of like dogs playing poker. And then you put the Van Gogh right behind it.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. How was your watch, buddy?
A little disrespectful at the beginning.
I see.
Very unwilling. Kind of felt like a caged animal for a little bit, if I'm being honest.
Interesting.
Just didn't want to be there at all. In fact, that was my first note, was I really don't want to be here. And then Kenna left to make dinner.
Yeah.
So wonderful is she. And that's what I enjoyed the last 15 minutes of the movie, which I gotta say, you watch the last 15 minutes of this movie with a big bowl of paschetti, it becomes bearable, watchable, I guess.
Yeah, dipping into the review section a little bit here.
Yeah, so that was my watch. Luke, what's the plot?
The plot is pretty simple because Sam, I know I've strayed from the path of Luke's patented 3x structure your money back guarantee. I'm not returning to that path today.
Okay. Just thought you would mention that you have strayed.
Yeah, just that I'm aware. So stop sending the emails and the tweets. We're not on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, we're not.
Because Elon Musk has 17 eyes and can see UV spectrums that the human brain can't comprehend.
Yeah.
And not in a good way. This is like it's not good for him.
Yeah, in a Hitler way.
In a Hitler way. The plot is pretty vacuous in the sense that there's a lot of negative space. So here's what happens. I can't remember anybody's fucking names.
Well, Pippa Lee.
Pippa Lee is an obvious one. Herb. Okay, I got this.
You got it.
I got it. Pippa Lee is a woman. She's married to a publisher named Herb. Herb is really old. Alan Arkin is Herb. And they exist in a retirement community where they moved from the city in central Connecticut. And that's 50% of the movie. And then Keanu Reeves is a 35-year-old fuck up that lives next door with his parents at the retirement community. He moves back from Utah, which I have questions about.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. As a Westerner, I'm a little confused by the locale, but people live in Utah. It's fine.
Yeah, we talk.
What?
Utah, we talk. We all talk.
That is the state motto. Utah, I talk, we talk.
Fuck.
Did you know about the boob signs in Utah?
No.
Sorry, I will get through the rest of the plot. There's not much, I promise.
No, I don't care about the plot right now. Tell me about the boob signs.
So Utah, all their road signs have little beehives on them.
Yeah, because it's the beehive state.
It's the beehive state. But when you're driving through,
I see.
They kind of look like boobs.
But yeah, bit of an own goal there, huh?
Yeah, kind of an own goal for such a prudish state to just have boobs.
Yeah,
on all their road signs is interesting.
You know, while we're talking about Utah, we all talk. Did you see that old Mitt Romney is retiring from the Senate?
I did see that. Yeah.
I wasn't really going anywhere with that. That's just kind of the only information I know about Utah right now.
Yeah. Much like this movie, I'm very thankful that Utah exists. It's a beautiful place full of beautiful people.
Except Mitt Romney.
Except Mitt Romney. Not a lot happens in Utah. If you think I'm wrong about that and you have a tasty slice of Utah news, hit me up, I guess.
Yeah, I would love to get some Utah goss.
Yeah, because we're converting this wholesale. This podcast is going to become what I'm going to call Duster Talk, where it's just me and Sam getting dusty talking about Utah.
Hell yeah. That's hanksypanksypod@gmail.com. Please send us all your Utah gossip.
Yeah, please. I am happy to, because Utah is always that like weird cousin to Colorado, isn't it? It's like just right over the border. It's also very natural and beautiful, has skiing, lots of outdoorsy people.
Little inbred, a
little bit more prudish.
Yeah, got some weird views.
Got some weird views out there in Utah. It's just that it's that super religious cousin, or like the uncle and aunt that have a super religious household.
And like every super religious cousin carries around a big bowl of salt water for some reason.
Big bowl of salt water.
Like a huge, incomprehensibly large bowl of salt water that like doesn't make a lot of sense and doesn't seem to be helping anyone, but it is there.
Yeah. Yeah, precisely. Yeah, great metaphor. Not meant as a snipe. I genuinely love that. Oh, we're going to church? Well, hang on. Let me get my vase full of salt water.
Hold on. Let me get the old salt bucket.
Let me get the Home Depot 5-gallon that I filled up with. Is it salty, you ask? Oh,
yeah. Let me tell you.
Salt bucket's very good. So the plot. So Pippa Lee is married to Herb.
Oh no, are we starting over?
Nope, just rehashing the facts. We already talked about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
There's some unhappiness because Pippa Lee is like a little like Sam, a caged animal, somewhat. Mm-hmm. We get flashbacks to her life beforehand where she was a wasteoid, essentially, like had a really tough relationship with her mom, got on drugs. If you've seen Forrest Gump, she's kind of a Jenny.
Well, she is Jenny, Luke.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Same actor, my friend.
I hadn't thought about that, but that's a really good point. Kind of got typecast there, huh?
A little bit. Though yeah. I don't recall Jenny doing any softcore pornography.
Yeah.
Erotica? I don't really know where the line is.
Yeah, it's you know what, when you see it. And Herb has a heart attack and goes brain dead. But before that, she discovers that he's been sleeping with Winona Ryder and that they're in love. She was previously the other woman for Herb's previous marriage. Mm-hmm. So the cycle repeats itself. And yeah. Anyway.
In Ouroboros of failed marriages.
Herb, goes brain dead because he has a massive heart attack. She finds him. She and the kids find some kind of peace with this. And then she actually pursues a strong vibe that she's been having with Keanu. And then they take off. They go west to Utah.
You are forgetting an important thing.
Yeah, okay.
Keanu Reeves finger blasts her so good in the back of his car, and then she goes and pulls the plug on her husband.
Yeah.
Those things happen back to back in this movie.
They do happen back to back. They make me very uncomfortable, which is why I didn't mention it.
No, no, I'm staring it right in the eyes. She has what seems to be the greatest come of her life, and then she goes, "Thank you for that. I got to go pull the plug on my husband."
Which is, for a husband who's been cheating on you,
I mean, pretty fair.
It's a pretty big power move to be like, I just got finger blasted in the back of the Winnie. And now here I am. I'm going to pull the fucking plug on you.
Yeah, you're dead. I'm damp.
Yeah. I did think about that as she walked into the hospital. Like, what a weird set of like physical conditions and emotions to be rolling off a bit of toe curling. Straight into pulling the plug on your spouse. Of her kids are probably late 20s, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So your husband of at least 30 years.
30 years, yeah.
Yeah. Woof. Huh.
Yeah. Though, man, if you got to pull a plug on someone, I feel like that's the best conditions under which.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be any happier pulling the plug on someone.
I think, okay, let's take the fact that I'm an alcoholic. And let's put it to one side really quick. Push. Just push the box over. I think you should be wasted when you do this.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay, because I just want to paint a picture.
Okay.
You are 3 tiny little bottles of Jack Daniels into this experience.
Okay.
Much like Keanu in that police movie.
The bad one.
The bad one. Yeah. Let's say 3 to 4 shots deep. You roll up. Everybody else in the room is 3 to 4 shots deep. You have pre-gamed this.
Everyone's drunk.
Everyone's drunk. Everyone's celebrating, having sharing memories.
So you're picturing like a tailgate drunkenness.
Yeah, or it's sort of like a New Orleans style funeral procession.
Oh, that does change it. See, I thought you were going for like a sad drunkenness.
No. You
Yeah.
are a happy drunk because Sam, the best part of this experience is trying to pull the plug, meaning you're so drunk. You're having a hard time. So you and 5 of your best friends or your loved one's best friends all hammered trying to pull the plug on them.
It's some sort of reverse pin the tail on the donkey.
It is. It's just remove a cord, but we've all been there. It's
Oh shit. Um I I've warmed to it. I gotta say, see, my thinking going into it was my concern would be that I would be so drunk that I wouldn't feel confident later that I made the right choice.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. Make that decision before you take that first shot.
Gosh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if it's a party attitude, if it's a party time, and this is coming from someone who's never been drunk, yeah, do it.
Fucking go for it, man.
What? Hey, hold on. Can we make it better?
Okay.
Get real drunk, have a good cum, then pull the plug on your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's perfect.
I think it's something. It is.
Are you ready to let him go? Hold on. I gotta go beat off at the bathroom.
Because that's what I was going to say. Getting someone to help you outside of the back of the Chevy Bronco or whatever, Ford Bronco, excuse me.
Yeah. Jesus, Luke.
Jesus. Am I even American? The FBI is on their way right now to arrest me. The Ford Bronco, unless you've got Keanu Reeves, the Ford Bronco in a half hour. It doesn't take a half hour though. No. It's like a minute.
It's a quick come.
It's a quick one. Maybe it's been a while. I don't know. Anyway, unless you have those extenuating circumstances, it could be hard to get some assistance with that. So I do think you're looking at a solo camping trek all the way to Mount Orgasm. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Though it is going to be tough if you have whiskey dick while you're trying to beat off so that you can pull the plug on your loved one.
You're drunk and crying, simmering your meatloaf in the hotel, the hospital bathroom. Maybe the hotel. Maybe you go back to the hotel for this. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you can't get in the mood in the hospital.
Yeah. I think you would have to go to the hotel or back to the house. Stick with me because
it is sad if you do it in the hospital.
It's sad if you do it in the hospital. And also she's had time. They had to drive back post experience. They had to drive back. She's got time to ruminate and really feel the effects of what's just happened to her.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You don't want to come fresh from the bathroom, red and sweaty, and have like an aftershock while you're pulling the plug. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. If you're like
fucked up.
If you're like pulling at the cord and just going like
yeah, that's no good. Nobody wants that. That's serial killer stuff.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah. That's disrespectful, people. Cut it out.
So yeah, that's the plot.
That's the plot.
Luke, what'd you think?
This movie is wheat toast.
Wheat toast.
Yeah.
Walk me through that. Lay down on the couch and tell me about that.
It is perfectly palatable. It's just, well, not even perfectly. It's palatable.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. It's edible.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. Okay, I'm gonna break this down. I wanted to burn my okay on this movie.
Ooh,
I don't know if
this.
we're allowed to even have an okay though.
I think we can have an okay. I think
Oh,
we each get one okay.
okay, then this movie is okay.
Oh, you're burning it now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. I
But
got a I got a big vocabulary. I'm not worried about the future. And I
okay,
have
okay, Mr. Dictionary.
Mr. Dictionary is my new nickname. But it's got to be said exactly with that level of stank. All right, Mr. Dictionary.
All right, Mr. fucking
Mr.
Dictionary.
Dictionary over here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to blow up or roll up with my
Yeah,
Mr. Dictionary vibes.
Jesus.
That was a humble brag. I take it back. um yeah, I'm burning my okay on this one, but the problem with the okay is because if you go, this movie's okay, very different vibe than this movie's okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So let me see if I can get it right. This movie is okay. Okay. This movie is okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a connotation that I understand.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, what do you think of this movie?
This movie's a drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, separate from this from the review, I hated it.
You hated this movie.
I fucking hated this movie. I was so bored.
Uh
there's not a single likable character here.
True.
I hate how they all talk. Luke, to get through the movie, I did a drawing, which I normally don't do. I'm not a big drawer.
You're not a drawer.
So I drew this kitty cat.
You Sam, I adore this.
Do you know what's sad?
What?
I worked real hard on the kitty cat.
It's pretty good.
I worked genuinely very hard on this thing. I think we should name him.
Okay.
I want to name the kitty cat.
What are you thinking? What give me like a general outline or a suggestion. What are you thinking?
So I'm again. Here's the.
I see the cat. I see that you say you've worked very hard on it, and I want to honor that. I want to hold that up and say
I know
Sam
it
worked
looks like
very hard.
dog shit. I think his name is Mr. Brimblepants.
Mr. Brimblepants. I was gonna say Francis.
Francis Brimblepants.
Francis Brimblepants.
Yeah, he looks like he's missing his top hat.
Yeah, he needs a top hat, doesn't he?
He needs a top hat. Hold on, let me try to get this real close up into the camera because I want this as the thumbnail for YouTube.
Yeah, Francis Brimblepants.
Francis Brimblepants, right there, folks. This probably won't work for our listeners. You know, the lion's share of our audience. But
let me give an audio description.
Yeah, would you?
So, can I see the Francis Brimblepants again?
Of course.
Francis Brimblepants is, well, it's a cat. It's got a generally cat-shaped head, whiskers, eyeballs. Francis Brimblepants looks like he would have taken about 2 minutes tops to sort of draw.
But easily 5 to 7.
Oh, okay. I did wonder.
I spent a long time on Francis Brimblepants.
Francis Brimblepants has a little bit of an upturned sort of a smile going on, some ear tufts. I cannot emphasize enough that this is a line drawing. If you're hearing detail in this description, it does not exist. There is no shading. All right, you can take Francis Brimblepants down.
I I meant for him to look like an actual cat, and then his head came out so lumpy.
I mean, it's a cat. There's no arguing that.
Yeah, it's just he looks like a character from the damned movie Cats.
Yeah.
Um,
A little bit. It's got the name too, Francis Brimblepants.
yeah.
He'd have a whole song called like "My Honk Goes Zooch," and people would love it.
They would eat it up.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I so what did you like about this movie?
Hey, I never said I liked it.
Yeah, but you said it was okay, and you seemed surprised that I hated it.
It's just it's kind of boring. It's kind of a boring movie.
Yeah.
As evidenced by the plot description. A whole lot of this is them like eating dinner.
Yeah.
Or just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Or
It's
yeah.
fucking. I mean, there are also just a lot of like really grim moments.
It's pretty grim, and it's weird because everything is pretty domestic and subdued,
Mm-hmm.
except for stuff like his second wife who predated Pippa Lee shoots herself at a lunch
Uh-huh.
that they have, which like there's these weird like staccato punctuations
Yes.
that sort of they peppered throughout the movie that are like, okay, that was out of left field.
Yeah. Or the conversation that she has with Winona Ryder about marriage
Yeah.
made me want to jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
It's grim.
Grim shit. So I just feel like it's a movie that doesn't it has the structure of a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's not like a Sideways, like a movie where people talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like, did you ever see Sideways?
No.
Okay. Just a movie about white people talking to each other.
Okay.
Being snappy and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
now, so it's got like the structure of something that could be good. It doesn't really go into the characters in any real depth. Like Herb's just this kind of cranky old guy.
Yeah, he just sort of exists.
He's just sort of there.
And I think we should be meaner to this movie for forcing us to see Alan Arkin with hair.
Yeah, that's
Which
a good
is
point.
wrong.
The haircut.
Yeah.
Alan haircut.
Alan Harkin. I hate it. He's
Yeah.
not meant to have hair. That's why God made him that way or something.
Yeah, since the age of 3.
Yeah.
Male pattern baldness appeared, like you can see on my head, at the age of 3, and then progressed rapidly so that by the time this kid started kindergarten,
Mm-hmm.
Jean-Luc Picard all over the place.
I got a question for you, Luke.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that from birth till 3, Alan Harkin was hirsute?
Hirsute? Yeah, I guess so.
Because it's interesting. Because most babies don't got much hair.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think he had the normal amount of baby hair,
and it just stayed like that until 3, and then it all fell out.
Or because God cursed him to have a life where he was hairless and completely bald.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe her suit doesn't go far enough. Maybe Alan Arkin, like Pippa Lee, was born with a full coat of fur.
Yeah, they discussed that topic in the movie that Pippa Lee was born furry. Yeah. And they kind of just glazed past it. Like they acknowledge it, but I don't feel like they spend enough time talking about that.
No, she came into this world looking like a monkey.
What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know. I didn't know that was the thing.
Apparently, I hope it's not.
Yeah, according to the movie, if you bake a kid too long, if they go past their due date, they might just come out hairy.
Oh, is that what it was? She was overbaked?
Yeah, she's overbaked, is what they said.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get them out sooner.
Yeah, you gotta pull them out when the time's right. That's baking 101.
Yeah, fun baby thing. I built a crib today.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
what kind of did you get? See, I'm a peek into my world. It's backpacking season over here.
Mm-hmm.
I have been going hard in the paint looking at gear, and
Uh-huh.
I can tell you the recommended brand, style, like specific item you should get if you're looking to do something.
Okay.
Does this exist for the baby world?
Oh boy. I so we can get real here for a minute.
Let's get super real.
Let's get fucking real.
Yeah.
Baby stuff is infuriating.
Oh.
So every bit of marketing about baby stuff is predicated very purely on fear. All of it is just like they will die if you don't get a breathable mattress.
Unless you get a Gerber Cradle 5000, your baby's toast.
It's all like that, and there are these wild ass claims, like what? So the crib mattress, right? We were trying to figure out like what crib mattress to get, and there's one that's like highly recommended, and people are like, you have to get it because the mattress is breathable, right? And so they won't die of SIDS. Because it's breathable, and it's also like $350.
Whoa, hey yo!
Which is, I'm not joking. I think probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like $200 more than like basically any other crib mattress.
Yeah,
and it's just like, I don't know. I mean, do you want your kid to die? And and it's all of it's like that. Yeah. Shit, I was even reading the other day about like starting kids on solid food. There's some bad shit stuff out there about like you have to do this and that and this and that to make sure that they're not picky, and it makes eating a chore, and everything is just so fraught. Which is why I have decided, fuck all of you. I'm not taking in any information.
Yeah, you're building your own crib out of wood.
And knives. But no, like it, and not in like an irresponsible way, but it's just like there's so much stuff out there of like what you should and shouldn't do, and it's just like I don't know. Every kid is different. Every parent is different, and so it's just like I'm just gonna figure it out.
Yeah, man.
So all that to say, we did not go with a breathable mattress because I found a study where they investigated carbon dioxide reuptake across a number of different mattresses, including breathable ones. No difference.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a fucking difference.
I mean, I have no skin in this game. I have no children, do not want kids. But here's my outside perspective. I mean, back in the day, we're not talking 1600s. Let's go all the way back to 100,000 years ago. Put baby on rock.
Put baby on rock.
Put baby on rock, and baby live came out okay.
I try not to go that far back because baby didn't always make it.
True.
Back then. So
I'm not I'm not saying everybody made it. But my point is, enough people made it that the species continued. Like, well,
what I pointed out to McKenna as we were discussing this is that no one we know slept on a breathable mattress, and we all turned out psychologically damaged, but we're alive.
It's a little bit of psychic trauma, like psychic horror for those eldritch horror nerds out there, but a little bit of sanity lost. But I'm totally with you guys, because that's my point, I guess. It's just like, I mean, take the 50s. We were doing shit in the 50s.
Oh god, it was the wild fucking west out there.
It was the wild west, and ain't nobody had a breathable mattress, and fuck it, everybody mostly made it. So,
well, and here's the wild thing about the 50s. They were like, should we put lead in our paint? Fuck yeah, we should.
Fuck yeah, we should. Asbestos in the walls and the tiles.
Do it.
we found this great new solvent, asbestos. You want to chuck it in everything? Yeah, man,
You
put it in my
know I do.
Maxwell house.
Hey, is it pretty dangerous if it gets disturbed? You betcha. Cool. I'll put it on the floor.
Cool. Let me sprinkle it all over my house.
Oh,
Yeah,
let me
so I
wrap pipes in it.
all that to
So,
say, I think you're doing a great job. I hope you're not too worried about it.
no.
Your care, which I feel like is enough, because
Yeah.
here in the find out times, I think that's enough.
Yeah. It is, for those of you keeping note at home, it is a Graco crib.
Okay, this is what I was curious about, because you
Mhm.
asked me, I'll give you the best backpacking tent I can think of. You know
Which
what I
is
mean? I purchased the updated Half Dome 2 SL2 Plus,
mm,
or Half Dome SL2 Plus from REI. There's also the Dragonfly Osmo that looks really good.
that has a very cool name.
Dragonfly Osmo by Nemo is pretty good shit. Uh, but yeah, I'm just fascinated by these little worlds. You know how people
Hmm.
have like little worlds where they know all these products and stuff. And
Oh
so,
yeah.
so talk to me about the Graco.
It's a crib.
It's a crib. All right.
It does. So what I'll say about the Graco, and part of why we chose it is that it converts to a toddler bed.
Oh,
And so as the wee baby Keanu gets older, we can lower the mattress
right.
for him. And eventually, I believe the whole thing does convert to like not a crib, so that the wee baby, well, at that point, the wee toddler Keanu
Yeah,
can just get in and out on his own.
that's amazing.
I did bruise my butt cheek.
Oh,
Pretty sure doing
got
that.
shot in the ass, so to speak.
Yeah, I sat on the floor. Um,
Okay.
I have a real bony butt. Um,
Apparently.
I have an extremely bony butt. And so I just was sitting on the new hard floors up here,
Yeah, yeah.
and but it did bruise it. I'm pretty sure.
That's a medical marvel, my friend.
My guy, it's like the third time this has happened to me. I bruise my butt a lot.
The butt is the most padded place on your body.
Well, that's the thing is I do have some padding there, but my butt bones are robust.
They are seriously robust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before we get out of baby corner,
Mm-hmm.
Babyton, I have a final question, because I saw a thing in Target and this has reminded me that I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you run into the electronic Crocs that you can put on your baby's foot?
No, but I already hate it.
I don't know a thing about it, but I saw it in Target and it said something like a brand new revolution in baby monitors.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so does it? It's again, it's kind of fucking nuts. It's a baby monitor that like goes on their like ankle or foot or whatever,
It
and
looks
it's
like a Croc, like is the shoe.
so I didn't know it looks like a croc,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to like measure their like oxygen levels and like their heartbeat and their sleep quality and this and that.
Yeah.
Um, you don't need that.
You don't need it.
You don't need that. And so we were talking about baby monitors and what to get, and this I think is going to come across pretty strange from a guy with OCD who
Yeah.
really deep down just fears uncertainty.
Yeah.
My perspective on this is the fewer data points, the better.
Yes, I was going to say this because that's what I thought as I walked by this. But
Yeah,
I think we're coming at this from the same direction, which is what I think you're saying is that there's a level at which that much data means you're going to constantly be checking and
yep,
worried about all
yeah.
of these data points.
It's more things to worry about.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
I was like, maybe we just do a sound monitor like we had when we were babies. And again,
Yeah.
we're psychologically fucked, but physically
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm in great shape. I was rolling my neck earlier and it sounded like popcorn in there. So I'm not gonna say I'm the greatest physical stock, but no, so I was like, maybe we just do an audio one. we settled on a video one because I will admit it's nice because if you hear sound, you can look and see like if they're okay. But we pretty quickly were like, no. The other thing I learned about that from my therapist, because she was gifted one of these and she didn't really want to use it, but she tried it. They fall off really easily.
This is my other thought. What if it falls off and gives you horrible notifications?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Like they kick it off, and then it's like, oh no, my baby flatlined. And so you get all worried for nothing. So again, limit the data points.
Limit the data points for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was Baby Corner with Sam.
Baby Corner. Yep.
A segment
look forward to more of that.
I was gonna say I really look forward to that. The slowly, like an Eldritch horror, taking over the entirety of the podcast until this is just a dad cast.
Yeah, and one day maybe Baby Corner will feature a real live baby.
A real live baby. If this does become a dad cast, I actually think I'm okay with that because I don't think I've ever had a dad cast run into one where there's just a crazy uncle.
Yeah, where there's just not a dad on it.
Not a dad on it who gets to just pipe in every now and then, like, yeah, that thing you put on your baby's foot seems fucked up to me.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Anyway, I'm going to Coachella for 3 weeks. I'll see you later.
Okay. So back to the movie, obviously.
Sorry, one last thing. Uncle Luke couldn't be here because he got his pilot's license and he's headed to Wyoming because he doesn't have kids.
In other news, I've been shat upon again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, couple things from the movie. One is her Aunt Trish seems very close to her roommate.
Yeah. They seem like tight pals, really good buds.
Very, very friendly.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other is Keanu is possibly not capable of lying in this movie.
I forgot they mentioned that.
And so, one, do you think that's true?
And
two, can you think of a single scenario when it's actually helpful to be able to not be able to lie?
Now, question: is omission lying?
It is called lie by omission.
Right. I'm talking about lying I'm just talking about not sharing information. So I feel like there are actually like huge tracks of the Talmud that talk about this.
So instead of the Talmud, I will go with D&D 5e Zone of Truth rules.
I love this. Yes, please.
Because in Zone of Truth, if you fail it, you can choose not to answer.
Yeah.
So if you speak, it has to be the truth, but you can choose to just not say anything.
Right.
Or to like obfuscate, I guess, where you just say like, I don't want to talk about that. Because that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
So
all right.
So I think omission is not lying.
Okay, cool. Case. What were the two questions again? I remember is this a problem? Like, when is this going to run out into
so is he actually incapable of lying?
I think so. It appears that way.
Yeah, it does seem like he's always telling the truth, which is buck wild.
Yeah.
And then the other is, when could that ever be helpful?
I don't think it is.
I try to be an honest person, but Jesus Christ,
if
I couldn't lie, ooh.
I mean, imagine, take a very simple, we're not talking about hurting people. We're talking about really simple existing in capitalism rules. I do not want to work today. I'm having a mental health crisis of a mild nature or whatever that I just need to not work. What do? Oh, I'm so sick.
Exactly.
I have the flu.
Yeah.
If you need a longer sabbatical, if you're just sick for the day, I have a virus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
something I ate is bad. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, or I'm thinking like your shitty aunt's like holiday present, and it's
Yeah,
just like you can't go. This sucks.
this sucks. I did have a nephew once, or
Mm-hmm.
cousin. I think he's a cousin, extended family. Many years ago, we were at Christmas, and Sam, I swear to God, this kid was gifted a sweater. He pulled it out of the box and he went, "Oh, this is hideous," and put it back in the box.
I will say, my niece has had a couple really good moments. So
Mm.
once I bought her Maui from the hit Dwayne the Rock Johnson film Moana.
Yeah. Yep,
And
yep,
so
yep.
I bought her that, and she was like, "Oh, thank you." And then later she came up to me and said, "You should have gotten me the raft."
I see.
In front of other people. And I was still fairly new to Kenna's family, and so
Yeah.
I just was dumbstruck because I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say in this situation. And she kept saying it. She kept saying like, "You should have gotten me the raft," and I was just like, I got you this though. The other was when she was much younger, and it is by far my favorite. She'd been opening a lot of gifts, and the last one was one of those like scuba diver guys that like goes in the tub and
Mm-hmm.
like he'll swim around and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So she opens it up and she looks at it, and then she turns to whoever gave it to her and she goes, "It's just a man." And if I had $1 for every time my wife and I just go, "It's just a man," uh, I'd pay the house off.
That's amazing. That's one of those like kids give you phrases that they don't realize
Mm-hmm.
the impact that phrase is going to have on you
Mm-hmm.
and how often you're going to quote them for the rest of your life.
I know. Oh, she would kill me if she knew I was saying this. Um, yeah, you got anything else?
I need to talk about two things.
Yeah, I know you wanted to talk about Utah, Utah, we all talk, we talk.
We kind of already did that.
Oh, okay. I thought you just had some questions about why he was
I do
going.
have questions about why he was in Utah of all places, but I don't
Mhm.
think those are ever going to be answered.
No, I don't think
Other
so.
than he said he was super religious.
He does have a very righteous Jesus tattoo all over his chest where Jesus is holding a sword,
This
which
is one of the things I wanted to talk about. Because, okay, so everybody that we see in this movie, I think that's religious is Catholic. Everyone's got sort of a Catholic association.
okay.
Because we see some fathers, like some padres.
Well, no, her dad could not be Catholic because he had a wife.
Yeah, that's true. I thought he was just the father, like the is he the dad or is he
He's
just
her
like the
dad.
oh, okay, but he had the minister thing on.
I know, that's why I was so confused because I was like, he has clearly fucked.
I thought he was just like the local minister who was at important events.
No, I believe that was her dad.
What the fuck is going on then? Anyways, we're running out of my area of expertise here. So I'm just going to say I don't think he's Mormon, but he
No,
might be. Um, yeah, because he says that they rejected his application for the priesthood, right?
I thought he said something about being a Jesuit.
That would be Catholic.
Huh.
So let's say, anyway, whatever, he was aiming to be a priest. He
Sure.
got a righteous tattoo.
Yeah, of Jesus with a sword.
Across, and folks can't emphasize this enough, like Adam's apple to navel tattoo.
Oh, but Adam's apple to like pubis.
Yeah, pubis of Christ holding a sword with rays of sunshine
And
um
look, I don't know a lot about the J-Man. I
yeah,
never I never danced with him at the ball. Pretty sure holding a sword is not in his playbook.
it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, I was really perplexed by that because I was like, I don't remember Jesus being all like, "Look at my sword.
Look at my, and I saith unto thee, look upon mine sword.
Look at my mall katana." I'm the son of God.
uh yeah, anyway, righteous tattoo. That's what I was gonna say. I think maybe they rejected him because he went out and got, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna be a Catholic priest. Let me get a tat, and got this truly painful and massive tattoo.
Yeah, it's so big, and it makes the scene where he gives Robin Wright a cum
Yeah.
so uncomfortable because he's finger blasting her, and you just see Jesus on his
This is,
chest.
I don't like thinking about these things. If he's on top of you,
It's gotta look like you're fucking Jesus, right?
the angles of operation here mean you're
Mm-hmm.
staring directly into his chest, making eye contact with Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Well,
Um,
not mine.
True. Well, my brother in Christ. That's all I have to say about this.
Yeah, I don't really have well, actually, hold on. Uh did you know that Dexedrine is still prescribed for ADHD?
Speed?
I mean, it's an amphetamine.
Well, actually, I guess yeah, I did know that because
Yeah.
Vyvanse is also like an amphetamine related type thing, I think.
Yeah, I believe most ADHD meds are some kind of stimulant.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're all uh, amphetamines, but Dexedrine is. I believe it's dexamphetamine,
Ah, little
which
switcheroo, little bait and switch on the name there.
dextroamphetamine.
Mm.
But what I love is its brands are Dexedrine Spansul, Zenzetti, and Procentra.
Zenzetti is a type of lawnmower.
It is. Oh yeah, I got my new Zenzetti.
I got the Zenzetti out back. I got a case full of beer in the cooler. I'm gonna just have the boys over. We're gonna use the Zenzetti until the thing fucking explodes, man.
Did you get the Zenzetti with the 21-inch deck?
Yo, you know I got the Zenzetti with the
Oh,
21-inch deck.
you lucky fucker.
Yeah, the
I
Zenzetti battery system is also fantastic because you can swap it around with your Zenzetti weed whacker.
mm, man, I gotta really get on the Zenzetti family of products.
Yeah, shout out to Zenzetti. This episode brought to you by Zenzetti.
And a still prescribed but not preferred
Yeah,
ADHD medicine.
fucking Martin Shkreli probably owns it or something. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, that's all I got. You want to talk about next week?
Hell yeah, I do.
All right, next week we'll be watching 2009's Henry's Crime.
Okay.
What do you think that one's about?
Henry's Crime was a small one, but it had a huge impact on the town.
Oh.
I think Keanu Reeves plays the mayor of Sparta, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And Henry, the wee baby Henry, who's 12,
Mm-hmm.
in a small town in New Jersey, steals a candy bar. And
Whoa.
this ripples through the community, has a butterfly effect.
Oh.
And is the impetus for everything. Like, you know how Seven of Nine from Star Trek divorced her husband, who was a congressional candidate, and then it led to a series of events where Barack Obama was elected.
I've never seen Star Trek.
Okay, Jerry Ryan, I think is her name. Excuse me, Jerry Ryan, if that's not your name. Yeah. Anyway, I think it has a butterfly effect leading to like the Purge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Basically. Throughout the course of the movie, we end with the Purge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah. What do you think's going on?
Well, I think I already gave my prediction of Henry's Crime when I wasn't sure if The Private Lives of Pippa Lee had Keanu in it enough, which barely.
Can I say, yeah, fucking barely on this one.
Squeaking by.
Squeaking by.
So I don't remember what I said. So instead, I will say Henry's crime is he keeps fucking the local livestock.
He's got to stop.
He can't, and he won't.
You don't build a million bridges, and you fuck a lot of sheep. You know what they call you? Sheep fucker. It makes sense though for me.
Yeah, it does make a fair amount of sense. Well, folks, thanks for listening to another episode of Hanksy Panksy. You can find us on Facebook at Hanksy Panksy Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Hanksy Panksy Pod. You can find us on Blue Sky at Hanksy Panksy. You can send us an email at hanksypanksypod@gmail.com. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Hanksy Panksy. We're all caught up. We're all caught up. And
thanks to you and your wife for tackling Sandlot.
Yeah, we had a good time doing the Sandlot, let me tell you. So head on over to listen to that, and I gotta tell you, the wife and I, we're cooking up more stuff.
Nice.
So we got some ideas. We got a list. So yeah, head on over there and check us out. We're also on YouTube at Hanksy Panksy Podcast, I believe. So you can watch us, and you can see Francis Brimblepants.
Francis Brimblepants.
If you go do that. And also, I should say, if you chuck us enough money over on Patreon, you can be one of Hanks's heroes, like Tuck and Daniel and Fellas. I'll let you pet Francis Brimblepants.
Hell yeah.
Luke, do you have a final quote?
I do. I'm really digging this idea of not using the same line read.
I love it.
Yeah. So this was said by a neighbor, and it is, get her to drink a Pepsi Cola or something. They're so fun when I don't stick to it.
Well, folks, thanks for listening to another episode of Hanksy Panksy Honor Among Reeves. We'll be back next week with 2009 or something's Henry's Crime.